Drake, and with me in the studio are two members of South Bay Wellness. Actually, they are South Bay Wellness. They run it, they manage it, they own it. It's Alyson Ryan and Danielle Zanzarov. Welcome to the show. How are you?
Great, thanks for having us.
Good. So Alyson, tell us about how you met Danielle.
Well, I'd say we met about 2 or 2.5 years ago. Our children were going to the same preschool, and I had been following Danielle's work on her business, which at the time before it was South Bay Wellness was Get Naturally Healthy, and I had been having some health issues that were leaving me feeling not how I wanted to, and I started working with her, changed my diet, and really changed a big majority of my life. My health felt better, my emotions felt better, I had more energy. It was wonderful, and at that time I was working in a private practice, mental health counseling, and really recognized the benefit of nutrition and natural health on your mental health. And so we started talking about kind of joining forces, getting our clients whole in both areas of their life.
Whole and complete. So now what is your specialty in then, Danielle?
So I am a certified nutritional consultant and a quantum reflex analysis practitioner, and I work with people to work on their diet and to get them healthy.
What motivated you to do that? What inspired you to take that career path?
Oh, it started a long time ago. So I grew up like most people. You know, I had the standard American diet. We went to McDonald's at least once a week, and we had Carvel following our McDonald's. We did Friendlies. I lived and ate like most people do. And I was also sick. I spent most of my childhood, you know, not being able to run in gym class, in and out of the doctor's office with asthma attacks and ear infections. And it was just kind of the way life was. It was just the way it was, right? There was nothing I could do to change anything. This was just the lot I had been given. And then I went to college, and I started to get a lot of stomach issues. And I went to the doctor and I said, okay, what's going on? He said, here's your prescription, take this for the rest of your life. And I said, something is wrong here. Like, this doesn't make any sense. I'm, 17, 18 years old, and you want me to just take this for the rest of my life. And so my journey really began into, well, how can I heal myself and how can I heal my body? And so since then, I've always been looking, what can I do to take care of myself? What changes need to be made? And out of that just grew this passion to share it with everybody.
So you became self-focused, taking care of your own vessel, and then other-focused.
Yeah.
And you turned it into a career.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Excellent. What type of education did you have to acquire to do what you do?
Well, I have a bachelor's degree from Columbia University. I also have 2 different master's degrees, a master's degree in education and an MBA as well. And then I'm currently working on completing a PhD in clinical nutrition. And I've done lots of different certification programs and things like that. So I am board certified by the American Association of Drugless Practitioners and certified by the American Association of Certified Nutritional Consultants.
You probably know it by its acronym, right? It's like ACORN or something like that,
yeah,
or whatever it is. It's funny because
it's like a mouthful.
I know, it's a lot. It's something, but it makes sense. So
yeah.
Congratulations on your schooling and your education, and then being able, like you said, to help yourself and then to help others.
Yeah.
And same question to you, Alyson. Tell us a little bit about what it took to get, where you are in your education, your path.
So I started out, I got my Bachelor's of Science in Health Services Administration. I thought I was going to run some big hospital somewhere, and I started taking an interest in health education, and I moved to New York, and I got a job at a domestic violence and rape crisis center, and that totally changed my career path. I did education for the community on healthy and unhealthy relationships and domestic violence and sexual violence, and loved it. I was there for 12 years, and it was a fantastic time because I learned from the agency, and they supported me in going back to school to get my master's in social work. And from there, I worked in a private practice with a clinical psychologist, worked towards my LCSW, which is a licensed clinical social worker, and after I had my kids, decided I needed to kind of move away from the trauma work of domestic violence and sexual violence, and really wanted to focus more on having my own practice. And incorporating working with moms into that.
So now you were friends first, so you went to her to get some help. You
I
got
was in
some
good
help.
hands, as you could tell.
So how did you take this friendship into a business level?
Well,
what was that conversation like?
I was working in Babylon, and Danielle's business was growing, and we both were looking for space closer to home, and so we were just going to share an office, like a 600 square foot office. And then we were like, well, wait, what if we had someone who did myofascial release and someone who did rolfing, and we need doulas to help our pregnant moms, and we need someone who does Reiki and hypnosis, and all these people just started falling into our path. And so we went from sharing one, small office to building a whole wellness center.
Congratulations.
Pretty cool. Yeah.
Isn't it the best when things just kind of happen organically and naturally, and it just flows together? My daughter, who lives in Brazil, we were talking earlier in the green room about all of our children, she just became a doula. So so exciting. She has a little baby now who's about 4 months old, and she decided after her experience, so she started learning, and so she's now a doula in Brazil. So I'm really proud of her.
Wow.
So, and for people that don't know in the audience, tell them a little bit about what a doula does for people.
So a doula is a trained professional who is there to help support a mom and her partner through the pregnancy and the birth of their child and after the birth. They're really like an advocate to help the mom and dad have the experience that they want, to feel safe, to provide them with education, to provide comfort measures and pain relief during delivery, to help initiate breastfeeding, to help mom have her desires and wishes be heard, in the delivery room or at home, wherever the baby is being born. And I think it's such a gift because I was really inspired to get involved in working with moms after I had my daughter. I had a very not good experience during the pregnancy, just of how I was treated through the medical system. I ended up struggling with postpartum anxiety, and really felt like we needed to make some changes for moms. It didn't feel like it was something that had to happen, like it didn't have to feel that way. And so we started to, I started to get educated and build connections, and really wanted to incorporate that into my work.
And you help healthy moms, right? You have a whole little
Right, so I started out as Healthy Moms,
right.
Happy Babies, and our goal is to have every mom have the experience they would like to after they have their baby and during their pregnancy, instead of, the way it commonly goes, which is feeling isolated and alone and overwhelmed and scared and sad.
It happens. It's,
Yeah, 1 in 10 women.
Yeah, absolutely. And so now, on a day-to-day basis, how do you work with each other? Do you have clients that you share? How does that work?
We do.
Okay.
We do all of our business work together, so we make all of our decisions together. I really feel like Danielle is like the motor of our ship. She is the driving force for sure. I'm a little more like slow-paced, but she keeps me in line and moving. I guess that's the difference too in what styles of work we were drawn to.
It's the green smoothies.
Yeah. Or it's all the healthful living she does.
There you go. I'll take a green smoothie. That sounds great. What do you put in your green smoothie, Danielle?
The things we could accomplish if we all ate like Danielle would be
I like
amazing.
it. Okay.
So we do like the coordinating and the, moving the business where we want it to go, and making sure that our practitioners are really outstanding. So my rule is, if you're going to work at South Bay Wellness, be affiliated with South Bay Wellness, I would have to trust you with my kids. Like I would have to be able to say, okay, Vince, you do myofascial release, I'm going to, can you help my daughter out? Or,
it's a great
okay,
rule.
Yeah.
Denise and Carol, you do, hypnosis and Reiki. I need to know I can send like my mom or my kids to you. So that's the rule.
Okay.
Because I have to be able to say to my clients, this will be
good enough for my family, good enough for your family.
right,
Yeah.
right. And that's what was missing when we were working separately. Was if a client needed another service, it was kind of, like there's some people you knew, but you don't always have control over that, and they don't always have great experiences.
It's funny, we have a rule around here that we'll only work with people that are nice to other people. Like, you have to be a good person to be part of the Blue Chip family. We only want to work with people that are nice to others, or that have a philanthropic heart, or people that are up to good things in their life.
Yeah.
And you're right, and the business just seems to flow that way because the energy's correct.
Yes.
So it makes a big difference in the results for everyone.
Yes.
and your overall happiness.
Yes, and then we do share clients. So some people coming in for nutrition or natural health will need to do a little mental health tune-up, and some of my mental health tune-up clients need to have a little nutrition tune-up so that they can really reach their goals. And then we also collaborate, like if I'm working with parents and they're struggling with their child, we have a children's therapist, so we can provide a team approach that way as well.
Very nice.
Both within our individual specialties and then crossing over.
And what is the website? How would people find you if they wanted to learn more about your organization?
Our website is www.southbaywellness.com.
And what would be one thing that you would say to a potential client? Why should they come to you?
Because we offer not only the finest practitioners, the people who you can come to and feel loved and safe, but the expertise and the passion that drives all of the practitioners at South Bay Wellness is what sets us apart from the rest.
Excellent. Well, it was a pleasure to meet you both.
It was nice to meet you.
Looking forward to knowing you and experiencing. I'm probably going to have to come down and see both of you. I don't know. It sounds pretty good to me. Make some smoothies and do a little Reiki.
I think there's a lot of people that are sitting at home feeling like, how can I make my life better? Like, I'm stressed, I'm tired, I don't feel good, and we can help them. Like, they don't have to do it by themselves. They can come, have us walk them through that process to feel like how they want to feel.
Great.
It's cool.
Absolutely. Well, I'm going to step out and I'll be right back. Nice to see you guys. Be well.
Nice
Bye.
to see you too.